Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you a lot of value, and if you guys can already tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be walking you through how I make on average about $5,000 per month using Craigslist alone. That's all you really need, so it's a very low barrier to entry way of making money. So stick around for the video. I'm going to be walking you through everything you pretty much need to know to be able to do this from your computer right at home. You really don't need a lot of money to start this up. But with that said, don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys do find some sort of value in today's video. With that said, let's get right into it. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where this video is kind of coming from. So I'm going to be talking about this strategy that I use in my own personal business. So I personally run a wholesale real estate business out of my home. I don't have an office or anything like that. I'm a one-man show, and I do everything from the desk you're seeing me film this video from. So this is actually just one of the strategies I use to make money for my real estate business, but it's something that a lot of people don't even touch just because they think Craigslist is outdated. There really is nobody on the platform. It's old school, it's scammy. Well, if you use it the right way, you can make a decent amount of money literally just sitting from your computer at home. And this is again a low barrier entry kind of thing, especially if you want to get into real estate. You really don't need a lot of money to get into this, and I'll show you guys why here. I literally just pay maybe $100 a month to be using Craigslist and posting ads, and again, I'm going to walk you guys through that in this video, but I hope you guys do find some sort of value. This really, whether you're 65 years old watching this or you're 17 years old watching this, it doesn't really matter because this industry is pretty much for everyone. I mean, it's real estate in the end of the day. So if you guys don't know, generally, I'm just going to talk about it real quick, what wholesale real estate is. It's basically getting homes under contract for below what they're actually worth. So between like 50 to 60% of what it would go for, all fixed up, putting it on the market. So I, in my position as a wholesale real estate guy, I'll go ahead and get it under contract. I'll contact these homeowners, make an offer, and if they agree, we'll sign a contract, and then I will bring that contract to cash buyers at a little bit higher than what I put that home under contract for. So there's a little bit of spread there, and that spread is totally up to you. The lower, obviously, you get the property, the more money you can make. But on an average transaction, depending on your market, you'll probably make anywhere between $5,000 and $20,000. So for me, Craigslist is just one of the strategies I use. I don't use it a lot, but it's a great way if you just want to start getting into the business, or you just want to honestly just make money. You can kind of start and see what happens and just kind of get the ball rolling. So for me, Craigslist has been one of those things where I use it to post ads and look for properties. So again, I'm looking for distressed properties in this business model, and again, this is something you just have to recreate and do yourself. It doesn't really matter the market you're in. It works in every single market. Some markets are a little bit easier. Some markets I've seen are a little bit more saturated with other people doing what I'm doing. But for me, I obviously live in Phoenix, Arizona, which is a really great market for Craigslist. So what I end up doing a lot of the times every single morning is I just go to Craigslist and go real estate for sale, and then I'll go over to here to real estate for sale by owner, and I'll look for properties. So if you guys are brand new to this video, you know nothing about real estate, all you're pretty much looking for is for sale by owners. You just want to find people that will go ahead and list their property because they don't want to use a realtor, they don't want to pay commissions, they need fast, like they won't need to sell pretty soon, or they really just maybe they're a realtor themselves. I don't really know. There's 100 different reasons why their property might be here on Craigslist, but that's specifically why I go to buy owner. You'll tend to realize that there's a lot of like scammy posts on here. That's just how Craigslist works. So a lot of times I'll go look for properties, maybe they're land properties, mobile homes, trailer parks. So this is a property I looked at a little bit earlier, 5 acres. I'm selling 5 acres near this area. So for me, I don't do a lot of land, so I only look for something like in a residential area. That wouldn't be something good for me. A lot of these, so like great flip potential. I know this is probably already another wholesaler putting out this property. See, they have wholesale price, retail price. So this is basically what they're selling it for. This is what it's all worth after being fixed up. This is probably not a deal looking at it, but it is nothing that I need to put my time and energy into because that home is already on a contract. We want to find direct to seller people. So let's just kind of scroll through here a little bit. a lot of the times there's nothing on here. Like, I mean, I look every single day, every single morning, and it's one of those things where you kind of have to get lucky. I look every single morning because it takes me 5 minutes, but once I find a deal, I can pretty much get it under contract the same day, because anybody posting their property here on Craigslist is really motivated, and I promise you that. So you just look for like new off-market deal. I mean, we're looking for like trying to sell my home or something like that. This one's already on contract. Custom home, no. See, some of these are weird. Like, this shouldn't even be in this category. House for sale says wholesale. Don't even bother. If you do, guys, this is a little bit more technical, but it's a great way to potentially JV deals. So somebody that already has a property under contract, you can go ahead and see if you can go ahead and find the buyer for them, and then you can take a cut of their profit. So that's the one way to make money. I don't really do it because I like to spend my time on my own deals, but let's just go ahead and look for one. So it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a little while to find a good one. It's pretty rare. So I also let's look at the Tucson market right now. So this is actually a pretty different one. I've seen this property on here for probably 3 months now. It's already fully remodeled, but again, the worst that can happen if you go ahead and try to make offers on properties is they say no. So something like this, I probably would have made an offer on. So, well, yeah, they have a license on here. So I keep looking at this property and they keep reducing it. So if you guys know what terms are or creative finance, I might make a creative finance kind of offer on a deal like this. But let's go look at other ones. Valley home for sale. See, fixer upper. They already are under contract. So for sale by owner, rent to own, lease purchase. Probably not a good one. So you just want to look for somebody that is just selling. They own the home. That's pretty much what we're looking for on here. So I'm really not getting that lucky right now, to be totally honest with you. But again, these deals randomly pop up. You just kind of have to be consistent. Look for 5-10 minutes every single morning, because literally one conversation with one of these people could potentially be something you can make $20,000 on. You have to think in that way. So this is something I might take a look at. So this is a lot in Tucson, Arizona. They obviously are the owners of the property looking at it. Okay, maybe not actually be the owner. That's not a good example. But land you can make money off too. So this is actually an example that I might take a look at and make an offer on. So obviously this guy owns it. Just basically call or text me. You can just start to tell after a while who owns these properties, if it's actually the owner putting this up. So this one, they're obviously looking for rent. It's vacant right now. But something like this, I go ahead and reach out to the owner and be like, can I get the address? And then go ahead and do your comps on it. So for me, I like to just put the address right into Zillow. A lot of the times it's decently accurate, within $10,000-$20,000. So for those of you that are new to the industry, that's a great kind of first tool to look at why it might be worth. If you can offer 60% of what the Zillow number looks at, like what the Zillow estimates that property to be, and you make 100 offers a day, you're gonna get a deal in the first month. I guarantee if you do that in 30 days out of, like, let's say the month of June or the month of May, every single day for 30 days, make 100 offers on for sale by owners on Zillow or here on Craigslist at 60% of what it's worth on Zillow, you're eventually going to get something under contract and you'll make money 100%. Like, it's that easy to make money in this industry, even with everything going on in the world. I know I'm filming this with the pandemic and everything going on, but why I was talking about this one, and specifically we'll dive back into it, was, I mean, it's obviously it's during the school year. People aren't at school at the U of A, which is a college down in Tucson. So maybe he'd be open to an offer. So I'd reach out and be like, hey, any chance you'd be open to an offer for this property? I'd offer 60 to potentially 70%, probably 60 to 65% of what the value shows on Zillow. I know how to do comps a little bit more, but that's not something you need to really worry about right now. This is just one way to get your foot in the door. Go make offers on these properties. And that's pretty much what I'll do for 5-10 minutes every morning. And if you guys have any questions as I'm talking through this video, just leave them in the comment section down below. It's not as black and white as I'm really kind of making it seem. There is small things here like contracts and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're going out making offers, figure out what you do. Just figure out how to find a contract after. You just have to go ahead and do this. That's how I ended up getting in this industry. You just got to do it and fail forward. If you don't know something and it comes across to like when I first got something under contract, I was like, hey, I don't have a contract. So I just went and looked up wholesale real estate contracts. And then when I got it under contract, I was like, how do I find a buyer? Oh, let me find out how to find a buyer on YouTube. So it's as simple as that. These are just the first steps. So another way that I end up using Craigslist is going ahead and using it for ads. So if you post ads on here, I'll show you actually my account. So my account was ghosted a long time ago just because I'd post so much. But you guys can see here, we used to post a lot in these things. If you have a fresh new account, you could try posting in the for sale by owner, just saying, and I'll show you an example of an ad here in a second. But now I end up just actually paying for my ads because they don't get taken down by Craigslist. These ones can get flagged by competitors, but if you're actually going ahead and paying for these ads, which is $5 a single post, and I'll put up 1 to 2 a day in Phoenix and Tucson. So this is actually, so as I'm filming this video, that's a new strategy I'm using. So I just posted my first one this morning, so I can let you guys know how that kind of works out for me in the future and future videos. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I have one up right now. I paid $5 for it in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's actually under the services. So it's a real estate service post. It's $5, and here's the actual post. So this is what we used to do. I've gotten deals. So right as we're talking right now, as I'm filming this video, my biggest deal from Craigslist was $12,500 from a single post back a couple months ago. And then during this pandemic, I've actually closed 2 deals, smaller ones, averaging about $2,000 per deal, literally just through Craigslist, and those were free ads. But even if you're paying $5 an ad and it's 100% going to stick up, that's worth it to me. It's a strategy I'm trying to use, but we'll see how it works out. So this is the ad that I'm currently using. I want to block out my numbers, so I'm not going to scroll down all the way, but this is basically kind of what the ad looks like. Yes, we buy houses fast cash. I'll put my phone number in there. Do you have any of these reasons maybe that you wanting to sell? It's basically just a gateway for them to reach out to me and go ahead and see if I want to potentially buy the property. 2 of the ones that I ended up closing, I actually reached out to them because they had a post, and the big $12,500 actual check that I received a couple months ago from that deal was something where we had put up an ad and they had reached out to me. So again, if your people are contacting you about these ads because they're going to your ad and they're saying, hey, do you want to buy this property? A lot of the times those are super, super hot. So this is another strategy that I would use on Craigslist, is going ahead and trying to use posts to funnel people into your business, to have them contact about the property. That's pretty much how I use Craigslist. There's not really too much else to it. Sometimes I'll go ahead and just type in like mobile homes and try to see if there's anything that'll come up. Sometimes something slip through the cracks and you'll find deals. There's 100 different ways you can go ahead and find these properties. A little bit of it is luck, but most of it is honestly consistency, in my opinion. So again, this is a very overarching video, but if you're trying to make some money, whether you're in real estate already or you're not, you need to be using Craigslist. This is just one of the strategies that I'm using for my real estate business. So if you haven't used Craigslist before, I hope you guys found some sort of value out of it. But if you already know about Craigslist, like, man, this is something where it's almost basically free, or it's dirt cheap to be able to just have another revenue source potentially come in. I'm not going to say you're going to get a deal every single month or in your first 30 days, but if you did kind of implement a lot of those strategies and you're consistent every single day, you should start to see some sort of return. But I hope you guys did see some sort of value in the video. If you do have any questions, reach down in the comment section. I got you. I pretty much will answer any comment or question as long as it's not repetitive in the comment section. And if you guys did find some sort of value, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.